Chapter 8, Health Promotion for the School-Age Child. School age, which is age 6 to 12, children appear thinner than the preschooler and have better coordination. Muscles can still be injured from overuse. The eustachian tubes become more downward and inward, which leads to less ear infections. The lungs and the alveoli are fully developed, which means less respiratory infections may occur. During this period, they will lose all of their deciduous teeth and gain 28 to 32 permanent teeth. Puberty will begin during this school age period for most children. The age varies, but the onset is younger than previously. Sex ed programs should be introduced during this period. As nurses, we can be a great resource to this age group. Their questions should be answered honestly and using correct terminology. Gross motor development during this period allows the child to have better coordination. They can learn to ride a two-wheeled bike, jump rope, and participate in various sports. As they approach puberty, at the end of this period, many will become awkward as their body is growing so fast that they can't keep up. Play is still important at this age and should be encouraged. They can enjoy sports participation, games, and crafts. See Box 8.1 for age-related activities. With obesity a great concern for our society, encouraging physical activities is crucial. Team sports help children learn teamwork and sportsmanship. Education on how to prevent sports-related injuries is needed. We can also educate on limiting screen time to no more than 2 hours a day. Many of the younger school-age children are not able to recognize signs of fatigue. They are so busy doing what they're doing that they don't want to stop to rest. We must educate parents on watching for signs of fatigue or irritability and having them stop what they are doing. They're also at risk for dehydration during the warm temps and high activity levels, so educate parents on watching for that as well. Eye-hand coordination will improve as they go through this period, and most enjoy doing activities that display this. Examples include building models, bead making, drawing, and playing an instrument. According to Piaget, the 6 and 7-year-olds are still in the intuitive thought process of pre-operational phase. By age 8, they move into the concrete operations where they can think more logically and problem solve. They like to classify or collect various items. They may have a collection of rocks or dolls or sports cards. They can spend long periods of time getting them in logical order they want. They have a good sense of humor and enjoy jokes. The eyes are fully developed by age 6. Kids who are having visual problems often do not notice them because the changes are so gradual. Educate parents to watch for the child to be squinting, moving closer to the TV, or complaining of headaches, as this could mean the child is having problems with their vision. We already talked about how at this age kids get less ear infections, but chronic middle and ear infections can lead to hearing loss, and undetected hearing loss can lead to learning problems. Vocabulary increases during this period, and promoting reading can help with this. Having kids go to the library and choose their own books can help them want to read and enjoy it. Erickson's stage during school age is in industry versus inferiority. Achieving industry is done by them feeling like they can accomplish tasks individually and as a group. Attending school, being part of a team or a club, helps them to achieve this. They need to feel they are an important part of this group and they are contributing. They will be learning skills that they will be using into adulthood. They will begin to build their foundation for work ethic during this period as well. The child needs to feel like they can try and achieve new skills. If this doesn't happen, then they may be experiencing inferiority. Maybe the parents have too high of expectations for the child, so the child feels they can never meet those and please the parents. You can see this when a child plays a certain sport. Parents can be very hard on the child if they're not the star player. It is like they want to live their lives through the child. This causes low self-esteem and makes it very hard for a child to ever feel valued or be part of the industry. As nurses, we can educate the parents on how to help parents find activities that child is good at and really praise them in those areas. Not all children enjoy sports or music. Finding that one thing the child enjoys and encourages them with this aspect. During this period, the child needs approval not from only parents, but friends, teachers, or other important authority figures to them. Friends are very important at this age. As they get towards the end of the school-age period, they become loyal to their friends. In the younger years, they may have certain groups of friends they strive to fit in with. Many times, they have certain unofficial clubs, and being a part of that club is crucial. I remember as a child on Thursdays, you had to wear socks with animals on them. If you didn't, you couldn't be in the club and play with those kids at recess. Parents and teachers morally influence this age group. The moral atmosphere in the home is critical in how the personality of the child will develop. Growth continues at a slow, regular pace, but they will begin to have increased appetite. They will still need to have a variety of foods in all food groups to have a well-balanced diet. Limiting saturated fats and processed sugars is needed, so provide education to the child and the parents. When we are assessing the nutritional status of the school-age child, we need to ask them about how they feel about their body and self-image. Typically, eating disorders do not start until the teen years. Some may start towards the end of this period. During this period, many children have a busier schedule of activities, schools, friends, etc., so many times meals are not eaten at home. Encouraging healthy choices when at school or eating out is needed. Parents many times will pick up a fast food or prepare processed food during these busy years. Doing this occasionally is not bad, but should be limited, so talking to the parents on some healthy quick choices they can make at home. Also talking to the child and seeing what they know about healthy choices and working with them to come up with food options can help. Good dental hygiene is crucial during this period. Many times education needs to be given to the child and parents about the importance of brushing twice a day and flossing. Education on limiting sugary snacks and drinks is needed. Kids are independent with dental care during this time, but parents need to be sure compliance is being maintained. Many children during this period have malocclusion, where their teeth are not straight. This can cause speech problems and physical appearance. Many kids have orthodontics during this period. Dental injuries are common at this age, and education needs to be provided on prevention by using a proper mouth guard to help decrease the risk. Dental health education includes assessing for the use of smokeless tobacco and educating on the importance of not using and discussing what can happen if using it. Sometimes showing different pictures of someone who's developed mouth cancer from it and the detrimental effects is what kids need. Hours of sleep decreases as kids move through this stage. They do need adequate sleep for a good school performance. Having a period of quiet time before bed can help facilitate good sleep. A set bedtime and waking time needs to be reinforced. Children during this phase want and expect rules to be set and followed. Clearly defined rules and realistic punishment is needed. Safety concerns of the school-age child need to be addressed with both the child and the parents. Car seat safety includes always being restrained while in the vehicle. Once a child hits 4 foot 9 inches and is between the ages of 8 and 12, they should be ready for a seat belt. Water safety includes assessing if a child can swim. Many times during this age period, they overestimate how far they can swim. Parental supervision is still needed while the child is in the water. Education and staying away from rapid moving waters. Allow the use of life jackets if unable to use and when on a boat. Routine fire drills should be practiced, and kids should be aware of what to do if there's a fire in the house. A common meeting area outside of the home in case of fire as well. Many times kids want to begin cooking or baking during this stage, so education is needed on proper stove and oven use, ways to prevent a fire, like hot grease, and what should be done if a fire starts. Remember, no water on grease fire. Fireworks can also be a risk for burns. Being sure children are not using them, and as adults, the area is well supervised. Injuries from bikes, skates, scooters, and skateboards is not uncommon during this school-age period. Provide education on using safety equipment, which includes your helmets, knee pads, etc., every time they're using those things. Education on watching for other vehicles and only using them in areas that are safe. See Patient-Centered Teaching Box for more guidelines. Children need to learn traffic safety so they know how to avoid being hit by a car. Making sure play areas are not close to the street, as many times kids will be playing ball and dart out into the road after the ball without looking for cars. Most kids look forward to starting school and remain excited about it for the first few years. Factors that influence how they adjust to school include their maturity and emotional levels, their experiences, and if they have parental support. Peer influence becomes greater the older they get. The teacher-child relationship is a key factor in student success. Children value the opinions of the teacher, and most want to please them and look up to them. Parental support is another factor that influences child success. Parents need to support what is being done at school. They can do this by ensuring homework is completed on time, having a special area for the kids to do their homework, and ensuring it's completed and ready to turn in. The parents also need to ensure adequate rest to help the child function properly for school. Good communication between the parents and the teacher is needed as well. Kids can experience school refusal. This typically happens in the older child, and they refuse to go to school even though parents actively try to enforce they attend. The child may feel something will happen to the family while they are away. They may feel embarrassed about something, and can be related for some underlying dysfunctional family issues. In uncomplicated cases, the parents need to return the child to school. In more complicated cases, the child may need to have a modified day at school, where they spend part of the day in the classroom and another part of the day with a counselor or a school nurse with school assignments. Parents need to be firm, and the child must attend school. Self-care children are kids who are home alone after school while parents work. The positive part of this is it does help the child be more independent, but the downside is the safety concerns from being unsupervised. Obesity is another problem. We've talked about this before, so please refer to the other section in the book if you need to refresh. The biggest thing we can do about obesity is to educate about prevention of it. Teach about proper nutrition and physical activity every day. These are school-age children, so they need to be included in the education portion. They're not the one buying the groceries, but many times they are making food choices of what is available at school, home, or a friend's house. Today's kids experience a lot of stress. This stems from too busy of a schedule, pressure from parents, school violence, and issues with peers are just a few. Many kids feel the pressure from parents to be a good student, the best athlete, part of the band, dance, 4-H, or other activities. They feel the pressure to be the best in all of those things at once. They can't handle the busy schedules. They don't have time to be just kids. School violence is stressful for kids as well. You can hardly go a week without hearing about a school shooting or a child being kicked out of school for taking some type of weapon to school. Peer pressure has always been part of society, but with all these other stressors, it just seems to be escalating. Many times there are family pressures as well. The media can be a stressor as well. This can be from violent or sexual movies, video games, etc. Manifestations of stress is in box 8.2. We can do some anticipatory guidance regarding that children should have a say in what activities to do, and that parents should not let the child be in too many activities at one time. Teach parents to watch for the signs of stress by watching for behavioral changes, sleep pattern changes, school performance decline. Close communication should be between the child and the teacher, and any unusual behaviors noted in school to be reported back to the parents. Limiting the time the child spends on TV, computer, video games should be stressed. Kids need to play and have time to unwind. Peer victimization was formerly known as bullying. It's becoming more common in the older age child. The aggression a child can face is physical, such as pushing, hitting. It could be verbal, which is teasing, name-calling. It could be social, which is spreading rumors, excluding from groups, or electronic, which can be via text or social media. It can occur in school and at home. It is very stressful for children and can lead to suicide. Signs are the same as for stress, but include changes in appetite, school refusal, depression, and decreased school performance. We need to educate parents to be watchful for these things and note any changes that are occurring. Role-playing is a good way to get kids to deal with peer victimization. We also need to educate parents to talk to their child about how bullying is not acceptable and they should not be doing it. See the 6 to 8-year-old health promotion box. Developmental milestones include they develop a positive self-esteem, love new ideas and places, good sense of humor, they'd like to start a task but many times will not finish, tie shoelaces, cut with scissors, use various memory strategies to improve schoolwork, participates in sports and games. Anticipatory guidance includes teach a child how to keep track of servings and provide input on meals, eat a nutritious breakfast, occasional bedwetting, dental checkups every 6 months, ensure receiving adequate sleep. If they're not tired at bedtime, they can have a short period of reading before bed. Review gun safety, bike and skating safety, discuss contact with allergens like poison ivy, use of reflective clothing at night, encourage them to have and begin a collection of items that they are interested in, play more complicated board games. Physical activity should be at least 1 hour a day. Incorporate activities to build muscle and bones. See the patient-centered care box for those to promote self-esteem in the school-age child. See 9 to 11 health promotion box. Developmental milestones include peers become more important than parents. Many belong to clubs with secret codes or rituals. They'll be polite to adults, Girls may become boy crazy. Eye-hand coordination is fully developed. They read more they enjoy, which could include comics. They're interested in how things work. They may be more awkward as growth occurs. They may drop out of team sports to avoid embarrassment. Anticipatory guidance includes teach how to read books, how to read food labels, avoid fast food. The dentist visit should be every 6 months. They may need a referral for orthodontics. At bedtime, limit source of light in the room to keep a dark environment to facilitate sleep. They may resist showers and bath. They may do this for a period, but then switch to where they can't bathe or shower enough. Discuss not letting other people in the home when parents are not home. Review all other safety guidelines for the 6 to 8 year old and incorporate into these. Encourage reading, develop collections, crafts, limit TV watching and no more than 2 hours a day, at least 1 hour of physical activity each day, and use the same info from the 6 to 8 year old for self-esteem.